I often wonder, why is it that every time a famous person watches BTS for the first time, their reaction goes viral? Some people initially act indifferent, saying, well, it's just a regular K-pop band, but once they see their performance, their expression changes. Definitely shocked.
Wow.
Like they just realized this isn't just a fandom. And what makes me wonder, is this reaction purely because of the music, or because BTS has become a kind of social phenomenon that's hard to explain? Maybe it's rarely discussed by people. Sometimes the most interesting thing is the first few seconds when they watch before they have time to maintain their image. Heh. Okay, if you're ready, let's see who was the most shocked when they first saw BTS.
Number 5, the Chainsmokers. I remember this moment. They posted a photo with BTS and tweeted what I thought was a very casual line. Something like, "Love these dudes. See you guys this summer at BTS_Twitter." The Chainsmokers are a big band, used to meeting everyone backstage. So when they chose to write so warmly, and BTS at that stage were at the point of, why are they suddenly blowing up everywhere? It made many Western musicians both curious and a bit wary. At this point, I started to wonder, do they know that BTS isn't just a group, but a very big K-pop band? Because one short tweet can signal to fans, hey, they're getting recognized. Come to think of it, this is no small thing. That validation from fellow musicians elevates BTS's status to something that's increasingly hard to deny. And I, honestly, was half amazed, half suspicious. Were they truly touched? Maybe they also saw the undeniable power of the ARMY mass. Number 4, Chris Martin. I remember this story because it was so honest. Chris Martin once said that before meeting BTS, he was a little bit nervous, and I've never met BTS before. It sounds normal, but if you think about it, this is Chris Martin, someone who's used to meeting big musicians from everywhere. He's never been on any stage, no matter how big. So when he said he was nervous, I immediately felt, okay, I think something's up. Especially considering he'd come all the way to Korea, a trip that was no joke, and he still felt nervous before meeting them. Sometimes what makes you nervous is realizing their reputation is that big. BTS wasn't just an idol group at the time, but a phenomenon that made many people feel, I have to be careful what I say. I have to be respectful. Here, I'm confused. Was Chris Martin nervous because he wanted to perform well in front of BTS, or because he felt the aura of big waves surrounding them? Because if a musician of Chris Martin's caliber felt nervous, then BTS had a huge impact. And if you think about it, this is not a trivial thing. The admission of "I'm nervous" from someone as calm as Chris actually makes BTS appear more serious in the eyes of the public, not just a passing trend. I'm mixed up. I'm amazed because he's humble, but I also think it's funny. How can one group make people in Chris Martin's class so nervous? Number 3, Halsey. I love this Halsey moment. She tweeted after meeting BTS, "Okay, I just met BTS_TWT and they are the coolest. Wow." Period. Simple. But that's what makes me believe this was her first reaction. Halsey wasn't a small person at the time. She already had a name. She was used to meeting celebrities everywhere. So when she said "the coolest" with an innocent "wow," I imagined the expression of someone who had just experienced something beyond expectations. Meeting BTS wasn't about, wow, meeting a celebrity, but about their aura when they performed and talked. Neat, but felt solid as a team. I started to wonder, was she surprised because BTS was really that friendly? Or was she surprised because their energy was different from the boy band she imagined? Because many people think K-pop groups are local bands, but once they meet them in person, they immediately realize. It makes people who were initially indifferent become curious. And honestly, there was a part of me that I was suspicious. Was this the start of a bigger relationship? But yeah, it was precisely from that short sentence that the door seemed to be open. From just the wow, you could feel He had just encountered something he couldn't explain with words, so what came out was just, wow. Number 2, Tyra Banks. I laughed a little here. It seems trivial, but if you catch the tone, it's very Tyra Banks. She uploaded an IG video with BTS and wrote the caption, "Meeting BTS is better than smizing," while playing with the term smizing that has stuck with her for a long time. Now, what confused me, Tyra is someone who literally lives in front of the camera. She really understands how to create a moment, understands how to appear in control. So when she used that sentence, it felt more than just a joke. It was a small admission that the moment of meeting BTS was enough to amaze her. Celebrities who are used to meeting everyone usually don't easily give personal compliments that connect to their identity. But Tyra instead compared, meeting BTS is more hitting than smizing, even though smizing is the main term. Tyra is a branding expert, so she probably understood very well that this moment would be crowded, but precisely because he's smart, his choice to appear genuinely excited feels even more real. Number 1. January Jones. January Jones said that backstage in December 2017, she actually didn't know BTS. Not pretending not to know, but genuinely didn't know how big they were. Then she said, "I was so nervous. There were so many of them." It sounds funny, but if you were there, imagine the situation. It's backstage, crowded, lots of important people, and suddenly there's a group with tight security, people gathered, the aura is different. January is an actress who has been in the industry for a long time. She should be immune to the VIP atmosphere, but she was nervous. That's what confused me. Even before you knew a single song title, you could feel these were people being swept up in a big wave. And BTS in 2017 was in a major transition phase, from K-pop on the rise to a name that made the Western industry wary. I started to feel January was nervous because he felt out of place or because he picked up on a strong signal, like everyone in the room suddenly gave BTS a special space. Because if so, that means the BTS phenomenon is felt even by people who haven't been in their audience. You might not know them, but you're carried away by the tension because the situation says they're big. And I'll be honest, there's a sense of humor, but also awe. Funny because there were so many of them is so innocent, but awe because that's a genuine reaction, not sweet praise, just a human being shocked to encounter something bigger than his expectations.